ban.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the International 2017 group stages, your final match of the night. It's getting late here in Seattle, but there's more Dota to be played. Fnatic versus ig.V. And, you know, this one, it's really coming down to the wire. I'm Lyrical, joined as well by Ben Merlini-Woo. Ben, both of these teams, not necessarily in the same place, but on the verge of tiebreakers. Fnatic, they can win this, try out Execration, then potentially not get knocked out in the groups. And ig.V, if they have any hope of making the upper bracket, they need to win this game here.
Fnatic need, what, at least 3 wins, I think. Yeah. And they're playing EG tomorrow. This win would potentially force tiebreakers tomorrow.
10 seconds
remaining.
remaining.
Or else they could go out without even at a chance a tiebreaker. So AA has gone to the phase of first phase. I actually think AA was a big part to why the Doom didn't work out so well. We've seen Lich Doom a numerous amount of times, and it worked out very well in the laning phase, but fell off towards the end just because of the Ancient Apparition ult owning them. So I think Fnatic need to address
Fnatic's turn to pick.
Like
Faceless Void
didn't really work out too well for them, as opposed to someone like the Faceless Void, who Ohio played extremely well despite getting rooted and Doom fight. But I would be very surprised if ig.Vitality
ig.v's turn to pick.
Oracle.
He's out of the pool.
Wow, and Oracle taken as well with this.
Yeah,
so
the Oracle is maybe the
Fnatic's turn to ban.
Wondering if they're trying to set up for like some type of cheese, like a Huskar maybe. There's also a possibility of taking a DP, tends to be paired really well together with Void.
But Doom, dude.
Okay.
Doom ruins Huskar. Like, you can't. Yeah, you can maybe stay alive through Oracle, but you can't do any
10 seconds
damage.
remaining.
Like, you don't have any burning spears, so no one actually cares. They'll just ignore you.
I
have actually seen Doom used like that a few times, most notably against Bristleback. You Doom a hero that does a lot of damage and is super tanky, and you actually just ignore him because you can't get Warpath stacks, you can't stack up close breaks, you can't slow anyone with, and you're actually just useless there. So don't always think of Doom as like, oh my god, you just Doom kill this guy. You can actually just use it to ignore him, to kill the entire team.
Turn to ban.
So the Death Prophet that you mentioned has been banned out. Good pairing with Oracle.
Well, and they've also taken out those other heroes that have proven to be quite good for ig.V. Paparazi's been playing some great Sven. We've seen Puck just run wild in these qualifiers, or rather the group stages as well.
10 seconds
Sven's a weird
remaining.
band, though. Sven's typically not picked
Fnatic's turn
because you have
pick.
like these slow melee BKB wielding heroes don't do well. Like for example, Lifestealer, you'll almost never see that pick when Faces Voice in the game because you just waste your rage, you waste your uptime, and you can't actually right click fights. So that makes it a little bit weird.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know. Maybe they have a Meepo player. Maybe they're gonna do some Lycan.
5 seconds
Other
remaining.
heroes that Sven's pretty. But both of those would be weird with the Faces. I don't know. Just seems weird. They already had the armor from the Frost armor, so they don't actually need more. Oh, it was because of the DP.
Oh, okay.
The Sven's really good.
Well, and then they end up also banning out the Huskar. I agree with you completely. It probably wouldn't have mattered, but it feels to me like ig.V, they are saying with these bans, we think we can play stronger than you.
ig.v's turn to pick.
Terrorblade taken again from Fnatic. So have they found the recipe for success? The nice part about this too is in last game, Oddgent went crazy, and that was even without a defensive support. Now that they got it, might be able to be even better.
They also had really bad
10 seconds remaining.
Weaver, yuck.
5
Ember, who went
seconds
Lincolns
remaining.
before Maelstrom, also yuck. And no armor talent, triple yuck. Yuck.
It's like laughing.
They need Lena and Tinker are the two, I think, best mids.
Fnatic's turn to pick.
Earth Spirit.
Well, this is what he was originally known for, dogfights. Last time played the Rubik and went ham. He's going to be playing the Earth Spirit this time around. A little bit harder to snipe couriers, but still can make a lot happen.
Yeah, as if it's
10 seconds remaining.
It just boggled my mind last game how he got it when they didn't even
5
send down
seconds
mid. I don't even think he
remaining.
put him reserve ward mid too. He's like, they're probably waiting for me. I'm actually just gonna chill over here and go for it.
ig.v's turn to
They did
pick.
have the Rubik open, but they didn't want to end up going for it again. So
Nyx, that deals with a lot of the Terrorblade counter. It deals with Ember, which they presumed probably was going to do pretty well versus their line of swap. Deals with Tinker, deals with
10
Poker.
seconds remaining.
So now what do you actually put mid? You don't really want to right click her
5
because Terrorblade has a lot
seconds
of armor.
remaining.
But you do want some spellcaster AoE because generally that's what's good versus Terrorblade.
And I'm assuming that Febby is probably just going to like sit mid there and throw out some mana burns on whoever it is that is going to be played mid. That's more often than not been the way that we've seen Nyx Assassin run in this tournament. I guess it could be in another role more sort of trying to stack and get his levels up early, but whatever it ends up being, not only dealing with the Terrorblade counters, but
They could OD actually. OD's not bad. I like OD versus the Void. We've seen that sometimes. So you have that save, and then you have the pure damage versus the Terrorblade, and you can kill solutions very.
mana burn though.
Yeah, by
Carapace?
BKB.
Okay.
Well, Carapace is actually not that big a deal. You can like, it's so. You can like Astral him during the Carapace, but on the flip side, he can also Carapace out of the Astral. But I mean, there's not that many other better options. What other ones would you prefer as a mid hero? TA, Yuck, SF.
Maybe
Gonna have a
like a
hard time.
DK or a Razor or something. But then again, also like
Yeah,
you're talking
DK,
about,
DK might not be that.
Okay.
But yeah, DK would be pretty good. I'd prefer that over most of the in here. Also,
I'll have to see if IGV like it. Still waiting for both the mid and the carry roll, and they will not have last picks, so gonna have to throw that back to Fnatic. Chance at a counter as well. Might be worth it just to take the mid right now then, since you're already going to be countered.
you don't know them. Yeah, maybe you can get a little bit of glimpse into their mid matchup by what Fnatic might be worth saving it for.
All right, well, 15 seconds left. IGV looking for a berth into the upper bracket. They would have to win out,
Fnatic's
get a little
turn
bit of
to
help.
ban.
A couple of other people, but they're gonna go back for the Morphling.
Ooh, I do like the Morphing a lot. The traditional safe laners that are good versus Nyx are bad versus the Void. Like Slark, not terribly great versus Void. Juggernaut, Lifestealer, they're all terrible versus the face.
10 seconds remaining.
They have the magic immunity to deal with the Carapace, but then they don't have
5 seconds
the
remaining.
Morphling doesn't really care too much about a Nyx assassin. You can just like shotgun while you're in waveform, and you don't care about the Carap at all. And also, you can morph inside Face's Void ulti, which is great. There's no silence right now from Fnatic, so just presses D button, turn big red. Have you heard about the glowing green strat? That strat's
No, I haven't. What's that?
you just permanently press E and you're always glowing green. Your lowest agility possible, and just to flaunt to your opponents that your lowest agility possible, you're still morphing even though you can't morph anymore.
That's pretty great. I like that. Some nice BM. It's like the smashing R button when you're an Invoker. Same type of thing.
Yeah.
Your head.
Similar.
Or the other one is the Chaos Knight Reality Rift spam. Oh, God.
I like this one because it's passive BM. Like you don't actually you just press one button and then you BM for it. Well, you also have 300 HP, but
Yeah, maybe with the Nyx Assassin,
IGV's
that might not be
turn
the
to
best
ban.
idea.
Brewmaster.
Oh, okay. Fnatic.
So they think they're going to do like a space creator mid that doesn't scale particularly well. And Brew's not bad versus Terrorblade. He actually, I think, has a lot of survivability versus the faceless.
10
Blade
seconds
with
remaining.
the natural evasion.
5
Feels like
seconds
it's a good
remaining.
pick to ban out there. It does seem like it would be a little bit weird for Cicada to play. Doesn't seem like his type of hero, but maybe they know something in Strims or something that we don't. Not a whole heck
IGV's
of a lot
turn
of
to
time.
pick.
They're going to ban out the Lina. Mid then. I mean, you have seen occasionally Morphlings run, but that doesn't seem entirely likely.
Definitely seems like a paparazzi hero.
Yeah. It is a hero that's
10
also been
seconds
gone
remaining.
out of the meta for a little while. We've seen a couple games with Rezo taking it, but you can't sometimes
Fnatic's
be
turn to
vulnerable
pick.
to just
Legion
pushes.
Commander.
Legion Commander. Last
Ooh.
pick.
I forgot about Legion. Maybe he plays it, but he is pretty much the only one that plays it mid. Very good versus Terrorblade. You have a great time versus the illusions. And you can also prevent someone from getting stun locked from the
10
huge
seconds
benefit
remaining.
as well. Has a few armor issues, I would say.
5 seconds
Even if you
remaining.
get Blade Mail, it's not ideal ideal because I don't really mana versus Terrorblade, but maybe with like Halberd and quite well. But it's also long duration disable versus Terrorblade. The only problem is you're probably not going to win a duel because Aura will save people.
I guess also you can get counterpicked pretty hard. Like Razor, there's Timbersaw. We talked about it the other day. How it's
I think LC does very well for
okay.
Quap, you just press the attack off. Some Quaps don't even skill it. Timber, I think, is like okay, but they still don't have any silence.
Tinker!
You may now select your heroes.
Will be a Tinker on their end. QO definitely an accomplished Tinker player. They don't have good catch for the Tinker at all. Like, no real great ways to scout in the tree. I think that's the number one thing that you want. Like Spirit Breaker, Storm Spirit, Clockwork, Nyx Assassin. Like, these heroes are all great. Spectre at killing a Tinker, but they have none of those. And I guess Sakata can like press the attack off the but it's not going to be.
Well, here we go. All down to this final game of the day, and about as close as a must-win as it gets for both of these two teams on day 3 of groups of TI7. iG.V versus Fnatic. Do you have a draft that you favor over the other? Do you think that the Tinker is given enough of an answer for ig to be enabled with it?
I think he's just going to get run up by the... And I have faith in Paparazzi more. I think he... In the previous games, they picked heroes that he's really good with. Like the Invoker and the... But I think in this game, it's a good hero-player combination, and it's also very good. 0 silences versus Morphin.
The way you want to play it if you can at all. Paparazzi. Gonna see if he can carry his team to greatness. Play with the least deaths. It's got to be the Morph lane.
Prepare for battle.
Say DJ.
I'm putting Morphin.
Last player to be killed. You think he's gonna die at the end?
What happens if no one dies? If he doesn't die any?
Well, no, it's like the player that dies last.
Oh, I think it's of the 10 players, the person who hits 1 death. It's worded very poorly.
I would agree with that. Definitely down with agreeing with that.
But I'm pretty sure that's how the thing is supposed to be interpreted. I guess, how would you say it? Last player to have non-zero deaths, I suppose. But
That sounds... Yeah, I guess that's the only other way to really put it.
it's clear.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Sakata is actually here on the top lane. So are they sticking more
30
mid?
seconds to battle.
Paparazzi has a mid build. He's going mid with it.
That's cool.
All right. He does it on Invoker. He does it on Morphlane. We'll see if they can actually still get Ohio this rune. If ig.V is going to be quick enough on the fingers.
Paparazzi versus Tinker. That's tough. If you're Morphling, you can't actually morph down that low because then the laser is going to take off like a quarter of your HP at level.
The battle begins.
Respective destinations. Trade out the bounty runes 1 apiece. I guess the nice part about this is they've got super, able to take away that range creep, and that lack of levels might do something a little bit bad for the Tinker later.
Oh, this is a super old school. Lich Morph mid lane. Trigger.
Yeah, I'm sure Kyo is not happy about that. And Febby will be there to try and go. He actually ended up taking the Impale first. I've seen a couple of them that try and harass mid, take the mana burn early, but it should be fine as well. In the meantime, in July, found a Direwolf. They're now full for
Denied.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. He needs to be really careful. 6 seconds before the next one's up. UO in the area. I mean, he can just go for it if he wants. Oh my God, look at Paparazzi.
Yeah, he needs a salve. Chicken's nowhere close.
In the meantime, bottom lane in July, able to just man up against Ajit, and even though he's metamorphosed, July trading hits a little bit there, and mid lane, super in some trouble. Kiro is there, has the laser brought down, drawing first blood.
First blood.
Kiro doing his thing.
Denied.
Uh-oh. Morphling's also going to be pressured. tower really hard. They have a laser here too, so I don't even think last hit here. Maybe if he was himself, but he's not rich enough.
Just gonna try and deny whatever creeps they're capable of doing. And Hale, they thought about going for it. A little bit of strength over.
He wants to save for level 3. He already used a lot of mana early. I guess he has.
The plus side of In July, the plus side is that In July has been able to really bully this bottom lane, pushing the Terrorblade under tower. ig.Vitality's not had the greatest time, but he's still maintaining ICS.
And good are linked.
How's Ohio doing? 4 versus 7. Both top laners faring similarly. Kyo gets the bottle refill and an invisible. Okay, so now he's up 4. Times are tough for Paparazzi.
Maybe we'll wait for level 3 before he goes for the second round of magical and pure damage out onto the Morph lane, as Super is going to show up here. Paparazzi does a decent amount of damage, but yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, this Nyx actually just ruined everything. If it were just 2-on-1, they'd have a very easy time. But hitting a stun, putting Paparazzi at like 100 HP before anything would happen, really sends him back.
In July is going to pull the creep wave past, try and soak up some more experience for himself.
Backwash.
I think not.
It's not the best of matchups. ig.Vitality's actually going to show up though. They have Metamorphosis in 15 seconds, and in the meantime, Paparazzi takes down QO. What?
Dogfight came in.
Oh, what a guy.
Radiant's
All right,
bottom
well,
tower
that
is under
completely changes
attack.
the dynamic here.
Dogfight salvaging that early game again.
That's what he does.
I wonder how he chose Dogfight.
I'm not sure if I want to know.
Isn't dogfights like what? Don't they call that like when like 2 planes are fighting in the air or something like that?
That is, yeah.
That'd be called really in the airplane movies, dude.
Possibility.
Don't make him a villain like Michael Vick. It's not like Michael Vick.
Yeah, that'd be I don't know about that one.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, In July over here with dogfights again. They want to try and see if they can do a little something. He's level 3 and has the 1/1/1 build.
Alms for the dead.
Is it pretty much just going to be following around this Earth Spirit to various points of the map, and that's where the kills will most likely happen?
No, same thing as last game. You have a Lich sitting static in lane, and then you have an Earth Spirit who's going to run around and try and make things happen. Bottom lane, go around on mid.
Took some damage there, but doesn't.
Oh no, the Arcane Rune level 2 sacrifice. Oh. Wait, is he going to get another one on?
32 second cooldown on it. Dogfights is here again. They place down a ward. DJ walking in. They do spot him now, so they're going to have to back out. So the Nyx assassin is here. Need to be at least a little bit careful and cognizant that potential for a wrap.
Going on Ninja is pretty hard. He has level 2 Scorched Earth.
Oh, good play by Dogfights. He kicked away Febby so he couldn't get in range for the Impale. I don't know if he would have died anyways, but yeah, pretty.
And they blew the Metamorphosis for that. However, this tower is going to... Oh, he didn't actually use Scorched Earth. He can maybe pull the creep with Scorched Earth. Dogfights in a lot of trouble.
Hale, a little bit off the mark. He will make his escape. And in July, pops the Scorched Earth. Gonna pull those creeps back, just like you said. Get a couple of CS walls happening as well. Why not?
And it's... God,
ig.Vitality. They get the stun on it too. Maybe gonna make this happen. The purge comes out. The damage is there. He's gonna have to back out yet again. DJ trying to kill him off. The Purifying Flames almost taking him down low enough. He's getting the heals. That is still going to be enough with the right clicks. Now In July wanting to do something, but he's slowed down. It's just not gonna happen. Although Super has shown up as well. Maybe this is enough to finally kill off DJ. They disarm as well. The body blocks come out, but it was never gonna be enough. A double kill for In July, making it happen.
You know something I didn't think about picking the Oracle early? Maybe they want to pure Fortune's End the armor off of it. I don't know if that's useful, but there's not that many reliable sources of this offensively. And Oracle's one of the best ones. That could be a criticism, because they did pick a first phase.
Denied.
So there's a Lich into...
I wonder if this is the answer.
I mean, getting robbed.
Double damage.
That is definitely true.
He's so fast that you don't really have that much time to literally. I think it's a cool idea, but if you could purge towers, then yeah, that would be cool. I like that idea. Ooh, a lot more needs? Maybe. I don't know.
ig certainly needs something. Although Febby coming in the clutch is going to save the day. That was very close, and now QO wanting to make it happen. He has a full mana pool as well as 3 in laser,
Radiant's
2 in
bottom
rockets.
tower is under
Ready
attack.
to punch some people pretty hard.
Fireburst
in trouble. He's going to go down. Fnatic themselves a little kill there.
Still, in July, Paparazzi,
Radiant's
they get a
middle
lot of tower
tower
damage.
is
This is
under
totally
attack.
worth a Lich Dev.
Radiant structures are fortified.
quite big, and DJ is here, but what can he really do against them? He can just keep this pressure on, trading off the aggro, backing out afterwards. And no damage dealt
Radiant's
to the tier 1
middle
tower in the
tower
mid
is
lane on
under
the
attack.
alternate side because Tinker had to head back in there to try and save his Terrorblade.
Ooh, so dogfight. Fairly low on HP, but looking for ig once again.
Doom is up as well. They're going to run into DJ. Unfortunate for ig.V.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
They are
attack.
actually just going to back out when they see that. And ig just continues farming. He doesn't care.
They could potentially get a kill on top of this. Get a room.
Radiant's
Looks like in
bottom
July,
tower has
we'll be able to
fallen.
scout them out. Are they going to roll in? Dogfights is in range.
And good are linked.
He's not careful. He could just end up going down.
Okay, Paparazzi got a free tower. That's great.
And just left him alone down there. And now that
Smart
the
money.
Morphin that initial awkward phase, it's starting to feel a little bit better for Paparazzi. Still always going to be a problem, and I have seen occasionally Tinkers, instead of going like the more normal builds, pick up like an Aegon, and then just blow up a low HP Morphling before he has a chance to strength form. I don't know if that's what the type of build we would go for. Febby, time, build, moment, but with the stun, the right clicks, the DOT in July on a killing spree. Just trying to put their mojo together.
Hellish. Just takes away half her. Especially if you crits.
Radiant's bottom tower
Chrono
is
down,
under attack.
Legion going to be punished finally. They find a quick and easy
Ooh,
pickoff.
they never miss.
He mentioned Doom is here and he hasn't used it.
Radiant's middle
it's waiting
tower
for
is under attack.
Doom QO might be walking in over there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, the core is left alone. Paparazzi still quite strong here.
Keep going on fighting builds. Try builds. No bots. Oh my god, did you see those reflection illusions?
Yeah, that really hurt him a lot. Just trying to maintain whatever he can as far as effective HP to stay alive at. But all across the board, ig.V, their cores are up on top. July spots out QO. Know if he can actually go for the solo, but you can tell he really wants to. And now with Earth Spirit here, they're going to roll in. They find the stun, they find the kick. There is a Doom if they want to use it, but they come out with a false promise. Well, they throw everything at him. That Chain Frost actually did nothing because of the Fate's Edict out, and July is still going to maintain that kill. Super in trouble. July still standing tall in this one, but should be able to walk away. Killing off that
I love him for the blade. That's you just feel so hopeless for his.
way better than level death.
I mean, I wish like every time like, man, I hope they hit 25. I hope they hit level question mark. Tinker didn't have bots, so that's look at the Lich effect on him though. Usually you'd have bots, I would say pretty soon, especially getting the first blood, but he has been hurt by all these range creeps getting denied, trading those Lich's life again. Throwing his body.
Invigoration.
Unfortunate. Febby, he ended up picking at the regen. Yeah, Super has just been kind of running around and causing trouble. But now with dogfights together, they don't have Chain Frost for another 27 seconds, but they might still be able to make something happen here.
QO.
Dead again. Maybe. stun, it's there. They got the magnetize as well, and QO further delayed. Oh, good chrono though. Able to catch on the Earth Spirit. He is going to end up dying. I don't know if they can find any more though. They have to back out at least for now.
In July. Just walking around with frost armor and drums, just not caring. Everyone just ignores him because they can't really touch him right now. Yeah. I really do like that target in the first phase. It allows two of their heroes to really shine. The Morphling and the...
Time is money.
And I think Dune's a lot of Tinker doesn't do very well. And Scorcher is very good at disabling.
I mean, all of these heroes are pretty good blade meld carriers. You got Cicada as well. You could definitely pick it up later on.
For the dead.
I don't know if you even want to go axe this game on Tinker. It seems scary.
I mean, you're not going to die, and it's very bad versus Terribly. Terribly has a ton of armor and deflect damage back to the loop. Okay. So it's... I don't think you really mind too much thinking about it. So you can also get, like, the... I watched OP play a lot of Tinker, and he goes for the defensive skill. 600 and 225 health. I'm not sure about the magic resistance for the cast range, but I'm pretty sure he needs to go for on now. I think the magic is especially... Another Doom in July causing problems.
And dogfights finding the stun onto both of them. Man, this is just completely falling apart from that. After a good game one, they are getting ran at, and Febby just like, somebody spike Carapace, let me hit ya. He might be able to kill off Super here. He will end up falling, but does that come at the cost of his own life now? In July, thought about running in, and Cicada also, but just going to content themselves with the tower while simultaneously Paparazzi push
Radiant's courier has been killed.
They try to search for them. So Tinker was at 800 gold about 3-4 minutes ago. So he's sitting at a whopping 50 PPM in the last few minutes because of the Lich.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
More and more apparent that just crushes some heroes in lane. Yeah. And he's forced to go on the offensive, hope to get a kill in order to perhaps get his goal. Well, that will certainly help, although Febby was the one that ended up taking the kill. They do take down Paparazzi, and that is a nice chunk of gold for all of them. Around a 800 gold swing. So 14 minutes in, I mean, like you said, it's a hard time out here for the Tinker. Still 800 gold away from the spots. Don't actually particularly fancy Lincoln's for some more playing. It's really good for farming, but it's really bad versus time. Notice last game, he was in the same predicament. He has a hero that kind of wants to build Lincolns naturally on the Weaver, but the Lincolns is... Yeah, it's bad versus Chrono. Bad versus, I guess it blocks like laser, but it doesn't deal with the time dilation at all. You have a problem of you're not able to wait for it. You're not able to cast your Adaptive Strike, and you're also really not fast, despite looking very good.
Yeah. Well, and I guess that, I mean, the hope here is that you're never going to die again, but then the danger is that you never end up killing anybody else, so it's like never taking me.
We want finish!
Ohio ends up being able to get out of that duel by virtue of DJ, but they still might end up losing him here. The dog fights, oh my god, that stun! He always hits him. Ohio does still have Chronosphere, but he gets fools there and trying to run in and fight all of these tanky, strong heroes in IGV.
I heard that they call
Radiant's top
Dad
tower
and Giant.
is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And it's very relevant this game to the way Angela is playing. He's 5-0-4 and just laying the smackdown on everyone.
That is amazing. Oh, God. Well, that's certainly the case here. 80 bonus Devour Gold. He even went in and took the large creep from ig.V. The Alpha Wolf creep is very useful. Because Morphling, you usually have like 200 base damage. And you get smacked down by Nope, wait for dual damage. Big Daddy's here. They want to duel ya. See you later.
Is under attack.
Febby is gone.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Okay. Tinker, you almost have your BOTs. You can do it with this wave, QO.
Don't worry, I'm online now, guys. It's just been such a hard game. You can understand the frustration, I'm sure. But
He still doesn't have it after this win.
Yeah. Well, iG.V are going to be able to take the tier 1 tower. Sakata now has
Radiant's middle
Blink,
tower is under
Armlet,
attack.
and is almost halfway to the Shadow Blade. Meanwhile, in July, getting ready to doom DJ.
Radiant's middle tower
This is-
has fallen.
This is really painful. This hurts.
I like it also gives you 2 ways to control the
Dire's
face of the
top
last one
tower
was just
is
doom
under
this game.
attack.
Yeah, Angelite gonna skirt past the.
They're wrapped around upon. They could be in some trouble. Although that being said, mid lane there's a duel and
Radiant's
missing
middle
that.
tower is under
Febby
attack.
goes down, so more duel damage for Sakata, and now Fnatic need to make their way back home. iG.V still in the area. In
BOTs
July.
are up, so this could be a good fight for Fnatic. They're really close to their shrine, and they have superior positioning, and they have the observer board and the.
Okay. They're just playing it safe. I think that. So let's take a look at this from Fnatic's point of view. The early game clearly not going the way that they wanted it to. Fnatic now have bots up on Tinker. What's the way that they try and play this out? Like, they're about to have Aegis on iG.V. What's the move now for Fnatic?
Personally, I think they're showing way too much of Febby. Like, look at Febby right now. He's showing in the middle lane. You don't want to be on the map as an accessory.
Your Shan has fallen to the dust.
Like, they're not scared of getting the Roche check. They don't even have to drop. They didn't have to drop a sentry inside the Roche pit. Once they know where Nyx is, they know that nothing's really going to happen on the map. So, personally, I think
Dire's
it's
bottom
remove
tower
Nyx from the,
is under
from the map.
attack.
Either sit in neutral if you have to with Iron Talon, or just walk around a Vendetta and scout like we do. Either or. So you can actually make ig.Vitality. Now that Nyx is off the map, and he's only been off the map for like 20-30% of the time, ig.Vitality all back off. So I think that's the first step. Second step,
Dire's
obviously
top
get more
tower
power on Tinker.
is under
He was
attack.
hurt really badly by the
Dire's structures are
Needs a lot of time to
fortified.
catch up. And thirdly, I think they need the initiation eye on face. Right now, he's going to get dueled. He's going to get dueled instantly this game. Or Earth Spirit Silence, all of which are disastrous.
Dire's top
Stay out
tower
of vision.
has fallen.
Unfortunately for him, I think Doom's going to be so big and is going to be able to carry around a gem and just make this board's life hell in 7-2.
Yeah, it's definitely
Dire's top tower
just you
is
can
under
tell just by
attack.
virtue of the net worth lead how far ahead they are, and it's the type where this might be the lineup that you would want to be further ahead on. So Febby, he's not showing on the map. He does throw out one of those impales.
Yeah, that's fine. Throwing Impale from Fog is good. It's a little bit easier in nighttime.
Well, Ohio, unfortunately, might be the one that gets caught out here. They ping out that he's over in the trees. Dogfight's looking for that opening. They see he's off to the... They thought he was to the left. Ohio was actually right. And that was so close.
Dire's
to
middle
finding
tower
him.
is under attack.
Well, Sakata gonna immediately go down to the bottom lane, and he has Shadow Blade too. Where'd he get all this farm?
He has been farming
Is
up
he gonna
a
kill
storm.
Febby, or is he gonna kill Tinker?
All right. Right Carapace came out. Should still be a kill. I don't think it's going to be duel, but he's managed to find it there. And now he also went for the 30 damage now. And also decided to go 17 20.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Mercy strength a lot. Gives you more damage. And imagine if that strength actually led to a duel, then would it be worth it? 20% experience gain is okay. I don't think his 25 is that amazing. If his 25 were a lot better, then I think 40 dual damage bonuses. Crazy things start happening at 25. And the press the attack's okay, but there's not that many like stuns and silences.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah. I
Radiant
would prefer
structures are fortified.
20% is also not 30% tough. That's interesting.
Radiant are scanning.
Meantime,
Radiant's
Shadow
bottom
Blade into
tower
the
is
Sakata, and Duo looks to be going down here. They have been able to find another duel. This one is also the win. He's got that talent from before. So Kiwo dead yet again on this Tinker, and
Dire's top tower
Sakata
is
looking to
under
try and
attack.
steal the stack that was made, while the rest of iG.V are pushing high
Radiant's
ground
bottom
and
tower
dealing a
is under
lot of
attack.
damage to this tier 3 tower. Nobody from the rest of Fnatic is here, and they don't have TPs on several of these heroes. The 24/7
Radiant's
Nyx
bottom
assassin.
tower has fallen.
Nobody is here. Faceless Void doesn't have a TP either.
is under
Oh, wait,
attack.
that's because he's here. Never mind. Excuse me. Doom is going to be brought down, but I don't know if it's still enough. Press the attack comes out as well. Chain Frost starting to bounce. They're forced back in a way. Paparazzi takes down Ajin. Sakata takes down DJ.
Radiant's bottom barracks
ig.V
has fallen.
stomping on the throat of
Radiant's
Fnatic.
bottom barracks
Radiant's
are under
bottom
attack.
barracks has fallen.
The more and more I look at it, the more and more I think Lich is kind of insane. Like he almost got first blood on the Lich, and look how poor he is. He had like 16-minute BOTs and still doesn't have his blink dagger. If you can
Radiant's middle
impact your
tower
core
is
this
under
much
attack.
that relies on this much farm, and you're a support.
And first pick beyond that.
Yeah, and first pick, I mean, you can't really counter it. Well,
Yeah.
The Oracle, I don't really think it's a thing, but it was something to consider putting up. But I mean, he
Radiant's
did help
middle
Insolent
tower
also
has
survive that.
fallen.
He was at like 40% health at the same game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
5% maybe. So,
Dire's top tower
Tiger
has
finally
fallen.
has a Blink Dagger, but bottom side, there's no.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
No. Angel is moving in again. They also have the Morphling here. Kilo wisely going to back out. I mean, the other thing that...
Ohio.
Radiant's top
No,
shrine
Ohio.
has fallen.
No, they doomed him up. They got the kill. He's instantly gone. And now they need to run away because the rest of them are here. That's a two-man stun. And normally that would mean something, but I don't think it means anything in this game. ig.V are far too
Radiant's
strong.
bottom
And
shrine is under
they
attack.
actually are going to find the Tinker. He ended up trying to cancel his TP because they saw the rest of them show up. Paparazzi gets a double kill. ig.V just continue this dominance over Fnatic.
Oh yeah, Shrines are up. Okay, Paparazzi's slaying it.
Radiant's bottom shrine has
And
fallen.
Sakata, he's over here ready to blink in on top of anybody who shows their face. DJ might get dueled under the Ancient and lose.
I think this game's important for draft reasons. I think if you're up against a team that picks Doom a lot, AA goes up a lot in priority. And alternatively, if you're up against
Never yield.
had a free game. Yeah, Oracle Terrorblade is not a great lane, but he shouldn't have had it as easy of a time as he did.
Well, the position one did just get dropped down by Vitality, so it was a pretty big win there, and that is going to mean that Ohio's Shadowblade is done. And this was the item that he had in the last game that made all the difference in the world, started to open up more avenues for attack, and they still have a Tinker, albeit a poor one, can spam out March with the best of them.
But Doom.
That's true, but Doom. And not only that, he was going to have his Shivas in decent time, which will allow him
Dire's
to find
top
that
tower
Tinker.
is under attack.
So, Ohio? Do they walk into a sentry ward? The answer
This is the same
no.
trap they sprung in the Empire. IG. Exact same spot.
It's pretty nifty. Oh God, no, QO! Say it ain't so. Two-person stun, but Chain Frost will finish it.
You'll be looking
Well.
at the crafts.
The trap worked again.
It's a good place. It's
Yeah.
a hard place to avoid. And it's a very unusual place to scan. Normally you're scared of going up there, but
Time is money.
there, right?
Yeah.
But for ig.V, they would actually just sit there for a minute. So yeah, they can always be there.
I mean, I think that right now, Fnatic are making the best plays that they can, with the exception of that blink up. You know, you got the Ohio cutting creep waves. He's going for Aghanim Scepter. They know they need to fight around that Chronosphere, but it might be too much of a lead now. 17,000 net worth, right around 15,000 experience as well.
This will
Radiant's
realize how
top
much
tower
Norse
is
Earth
under
heals.
attack.
It's 55 regen over 16 seconds. Ice Blast kind of does that much.
Know
damage.
your weakness.
Kind of doing like an extra 400, 500.
Radiant's
damage
top tower is
because
under
he
attack.
can change it up. And not even.
It's so hard to take this fight now, and Ohio's here. There is going to be a Chronosphere roll, but no Tinker for 26 seconds, and they only catch the Earth Spirit in July, having jumped forward, and Earth Spirit is going to die, but so too, most likely Ohio and the rest of Fnatic. Buildings crumbling, like their hopes of Doom has 132 regen with the attack.
Radiant
Now
structures
Paparazzi, just
are
the attack
fortified.
speed.
Radiant's middle tower is
unparalleled,
under
and-
attack.
Well, Tinker is here, but this is a scary one. It was a good blink away. Duo still smoked up, and well, he's going to spam out the missiles and March and everything else. I don't know, Ben. I feel like it's pretty close for Fnatic here.
They don't want to give up though. They need this win.
Yeah.
Radiant
To reiterate, they
scanning.
are currently 2-11. And next to last place is 3-11. And tomorrow's schedule, Infamous and Fnatic both have one game. Fnatic play ig, and Infamous play ig.Vitality. Both tough matchups ahead. And judging by the current standing of the group, they're hard pressed to find.
Roshan has fallen to the dark.
Immortality.
This win could force a tiebreaker. I think Fnatic knows that.
I'm sure they do, and likewise iG.V looking to close out the day. If they do, then there's a chance that they can make it into the upper bracket as well. They get a little bit of help around the ring, and well, it looks like again they found ig.Vitality, this Terrorblade, in trouble, and false promise. I don't know if it's going to be enough regen though. He's still in a lot of trouble. Dogfights jumps in. They get the duel as well onto that Terrorblade. He is dead. So too is the Oracle. July is very slow but determined in his
Radiant's
chase of
middle
Febby.
barracks are under
But
attack.
Carapace, GG, well played, ends up getting called. ig.Vitality end the day by taking down Fnatic and keeping their hopes alive of an upper bracket.
ig.Vitality victory.
What an opener. What an opener. Why would I say that? Dude, that wasn't actually but no, that one I would say was a pretty big
Yeah, well, we'll see if they can do it again tomorrow. Lots more action to come, I'm sure, as well. I believe that we have a panel to finish everything off. Lyrical and Merlini, your two casters for this one. We're going to send it over to them. Have a great one every day, and we'll see you tomorrow for the final day of groups here at TI7.